there. I can hear you guys now.
Yay! And we can hear you even better.
Perfect.
Well, I just hit record, so we're recording. But first, I want to take a minute to introduce Hal here. Hal is awesome, first of all, for doing this. He and his wife I met here in the Phoenix Market Council. They are an amazing couple, obviously Beachbody coaches, very committed to the business, have an incredible business together, have twin boys who are they 4 now? Yeah.
4 and a half.
Brock, is that it? Brett and Brock, they're 4. They're very busy, but yet Hal works full-time in the construction business and travels. But yet he's managed to have crazy, awesome, incredible results with the Shift Shop workout, and he's going to share with us tonight. Everyone wants to know more about the program, about how it was for you, about your results. I think I sent you maybe a dozen questions that you can weave those in. You got it. It will. I mean, it's what we want to know. But
yeah,
go ahead and share with us a little bit about where you came into this program and a little bit about yourself. You've been around Beachbody for a while. But go ahead. I'll let you.
So I'll start. I'm actually on your cousin team, guys. So we are all, Lindsay and I are actually under Jason Diebold and Monica. So we're all cousin coaches here. So just so you guys kind of know, we're all here. And that's kind of why when they asked me to do this, I really wanted to help you and kind of give you guys an understanding of what these test groups are. Lindsay and I have been in Beachbody for about 6 years. She got started, it took her 8 months to sign up, but when she finally did, we all got committed behind the products and loved them. So that was kind of our introduction to the company. Her coach actually raced her to Diamond and quit 6 years ago. Well, raced her to Diamond and quit because she made an income of about $250 a week for six years. So all the fun of these coaching things. So you never know who you're going to sign up and what kind of rock star you get. Our team is 4-time elite. Lindsay's an 11-star diamond in her first center. I'm a diamond coach, but a lot of what we do is kind of feed off of each other. So I'm more of the face-to-face. She's more of the internet group. We've been blessed. This is actually not our first test group. So this is my first. She was in Pio and she was in Country Heat. So this is our 3rd test group. So you'll have to forgive some of this. Beachbody has us under strict orders when you do these test groups that we can share our experiences, which is what I'm going to do with you guys today. We're not allowed to share the program, if you will. So I'll try to give you guys a little bit of all that kind of stuff here while we're talking. And I'm available for questions. So if you turn yourself off mute and have anything, stop me. It's cool. Started Beachbody 6 years ago. I weighed probably 310 pounds when we got into Beachbody starting out. I am down about 85 pounds right now. Through most of it was, I'm a shake drinker. I did Shakeology. So I lost a lot of my weight just because I would drink Shakeology and eat normal meals and try to eat healthier, like with Lindsay and stuff. And I just lost weight over that period, slowly but surely. Kind of did the Punta Cana trip and met Chris on the airplane going there, and kind of got to do a couple workouts with him, loved it, and was asked if I'd do the test group, and I jumped at the opportunity. So that was my introduction to Chris and into this package. So when we talk about, I'll kind of go in there after into the group. I've got a couple questions here, so I'm going to try to go through it. So the first is what was your scheduled post to share on social media during each week? We actually don't get that. It's all up to the coaches themselves. So our posts are us sharing heartfelt images and issues. The one thing that they allow, they kind of give that at first. They don't want you to give away your total body look, so that you have a little bit of a transformation. So that's a lot of bit of the coaching aspect of it. Don't show your midsection, because when you lose it, it's hard to market that without it. So we kind of saw that. If you saw video posts, really you're only allowed to share snippets. So I can show you guys a move that I'm doing or a portion of a move. I can't show you every move, every duration. I can't show you the workout. I can show you a few moves from the workout. That's why you guys got different clips that kind of went out there showing you really what each coach found to be like probably their favorite move that they were doing. So if somebody's doing a squat jump or at some points the 25-minute workouts and whatnot, that's kind of what happens. So you saw food pictures because they allowed us to show our meals, what we were consuming. We couldn't share the exact meal plan. The meal plan that we kind of have is, what I'll tell you guys is it's based on it's similar to the 21-day fix in containers and counts, and you get into your weight brackets and you do all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of similarities to any of the new meal plans that are coming out from Beachbody. But in that, Shift Shop is a shift. So what you'll see in the workout program is 25-minute workouts one week, 35-minute workouts the next week, and 45 minutes the week after that. They also do a change in your meal plan. So your meal plan switches from week 1 to week 2 to week 3. You'll kind of see, if you go on my page, you'll see some of my foods and what I've consumed. I actually dropped down a meal plan. So being a guy at my weight, at my size and everything, they give you 4 meal plans, A, B, C, and D. I should have been a D. I actually followed C. So I kind of did the lesser of it and never hungry. I mean, it's not, you have plenty of food. I think the best way to put it is you're fueling your body with the right food. So you're not going to get a lot of, you're not, it's like I said, it's 21-day fix-ish. So you're not getting junks, you're not getting cheats. We kind of, our first 21 days were filled with no cheats. You're doing this 100% kind of committed. So we were like ultimate reset type mentality with food, kind of food ninjas on it. Everybody loved it. The meal is, so when we're talking about that, is there a meal plan? Yes, there's actually. This one, I'll tell you, showed a nice meal plan for each weight, but it also, what I loved about it, and I hope they continue it, they kind of gave us a shopping list too. So if you are following meal plan C, as an example, let's just say you're supposed to be eating apples at some point, it would tell you need to buy 6 apples that week or 4 apples that week. So you knew kind of going into it, when you take it to the grocery store, we're able to okay, for one person, they're going to eat 4 apples this week. You grab the 4 apples, and which was kind of nice compared to to the other programs we've done where it's you figure out your meals and then you try to buy for all your meals. Recipes were there. I'm sure you guys can, you guys will all be smart enough with the food list and what you're able to eat to kind of figure it out. The big thing is carbs. Yes, you will cycle on the program. They do start out with some carbs and go to no carbs. You'll notice the carbs that are shared most commonly are sweet potatoes, squashes, stuff like that. There's not a lot of I didn't do any bread. I tried to stay away from breads altogether. I don't think I had any bread the first 21 days. My cheat weekend, I got my cheat meal. I did get my bread, but stayed away from all that stuff during the week. The 3 weeks we were on this, I'm on second round and we're changing things up and kind of testing out different aspects of it. So it's very cool. But yeah, you will cycle. So be prepared for that. I would say it's more of a mental thing than a hunger thing when you guys do it, because it's kind of like, have you guys ever done the 21-day ultimate reset? Anybody? So when you give up coffee, those first 3 days of giving up coffee or soda or something, and you're like, I have this massive headache. You'll have that because you're detoxing if you are huge carb people. But you do get away from, you will get away from that. During week 3 especially, they really cycle it out. Was ever hungry? Not really, no. I normal eating patterns, normal eats, so not bad. So the best part of we'll talk a bit about the program. The best part about the program to me is Chris Downey. we've become friends over the last 3 weeks. I mean, we talk. I talked to him on his cell phone a few times. We call and, do all that stuff. You're not going to find a trainer in our lineup yet like him. He is very personal development based and preaches that stuff as we're doing this. So he's kind of like, we've joked around like he's the Les Brown of the fitness world, like very inspirational. You're doing this. Remember, like he'll talk about in the middle of a move, there's 30 seconds. Anybody can do this for 30 seconds. You can do this for 30 seconds. You just have to put your mind to it. So he's really inspirational, really holds you accountable and everything. The modifications are completely doable throughout the whole program, and the whole program as a whole. I relate it back to my high school football playing days. We did a lot of movements that were very similar to that, very doable. I don't want to say it's, but very much old school gym-based calisthenic lifting and whatnot. So really kind of cool stuff there for you guys to do. So awesome little bit of, the guys will love it because it's not too pio-y and stretchy and this and that. It's really kind of basic. The premise of the workout is 2 different workouts each week. The first workout is going to be cardio based and the second workout is going to be strength based. So you alternate those and you're doing them 6 days a week. And the next week you do a totally different workout, but same premise, if you will. So that's kind of how we've seen the program work so far. Obviously, we're trying to get some input and some feedback on it. My least favorite part of the program, I came from I will be perfectly honest, and I've told the group this. I haven't worked out since high school. So I'm 36 years old. Give me 18 years. I have not worked out consistently. 6 days a week at 45 minutes was a lot for me. But I loved the 25-minute workouts. I loved the 35-minute workouts. Even the 45 minutes, like they go by fast because you're going with them. But with little kids in my life, like I always try to I'm like, if I can get a half hour, well, 45 minutes goes, obviously when you're stretching and finishing it off, you're a little bit longer than 45, but just about 45 minutes. So a little long for me on some of those, but realistically, guys, 45 minutes isn't that long of a workout, not that much for your day. So we've committed to it and been able to do it. Lindsay and I have been able to do these workouts in our living room together, the 2 of us. We actually put a gym in the garage recently, and we actually do it on 4x6 mats kind of together with me, Lindsay, and our kid running around us. So you don't need a lot of space. The first few weeks of the workout program, actually, I was working out in hotel rooms and stuff as I traveled. So space considerations, I wouldn't really worry about it. Week 4, you need a little bit more space for you to get around, kind of a box in your living room or house, but totally doable. Absolutely not an issue with spacing that you're going to really need a huge gym to do this stuff in. Could you give a brand new BB customer any advice on what it would be? Guys, I think it's an incredible shift to find people that really maybe haven't worked out for a long time. Definitely for Lindsay loves it too. I mean, if you guys have seen her results, she did her 18-day pictures, posted them. We both loved the program. So to me, you see a program that's easy to do, fun. You've got a trainer who, once you guys do it, you'll see just how inspirational he is and just how personally developed that he's going to push you guys to. And to me, that's just a great workout. I met, and Lee can kind of go through it too. She's been around for a while. We've met the Tonys, the Autumns, the Shanties, and they're all great. And no one's saying anything different to them because they've been great trainers and they're really great to work out with. But this guy is just more wanting you to think about you, wanting you to make a shift for your personal self. And it's kind of different. I really like it for beginners because obviously, like I said, the 25 to 35 to 45, the first 3 weeks of the program, the first 2 weeks of the program, really doable, really easy. And, the meal plans are not, really, you're going to need a lot of salads. And let's be honest, that's what we all should be doing. You got to get your vegetables in somehow. But you're not going crazy with crazy things here and can't make this or can't do that, or the food prep is so hard. Lindsay and I food prep on 2 days a week essentially, and we eat the rest of the week off of what those 2 days are for the main part. You know, I probably do a Sunday night and a Wednesday night and food prep everything for me for pretty much the first 3 days of the week and the last 3 days of the week, or 2 days of the week. So.
How did that work when you were in the hotel, the food prep? Like, did you?
So I'm big on I travel with my snacks. I travel with knowledge and what I'm going to eat. And when I go out to, it sounds bad, but I usually try to go out by myself sometimes, even though it's, you know, if you're going out with a bunch of people from work, it's a little bit harder to, you know, do and everything. But, you know, breakfast, a real simple breakfast that we do here is you're going to eat the same thing you would eat normally. Eggs, maybe if you know, depending on what you want, eggs, a fruit, something like that. You can get that at most restaurants. Lunches, you're going to do you know, what's a typical thing that you've probably seen on my plan? I eat a lot of salads with chicken or salmon and a vinaigrette style dressing. That's my lunch. So big, you know, it's not something you can get at, you know, you're not really, as long as you can go out and get it, it's not a big deal. Like even in town when I eat sometimes, like if I've had work lunches, I go and get my salad and just come back in and with the guys and whatnot. And they laugh at me, but it's cool. Like it's guys, they got to bust chops. You know, it's just how it is. When you work together and they want you to eat their cheeseburgers with them, it is.
You're like, dude, 13 pounds. It's been worth salad. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, like they look at me and they're like, you know, are we going to see a whole bunch of pictures of your shirt off? And I'm like, no. And they're like, we found the one. And I'm like, yeah, okay, guys, I've taken the one, yes. And it's probably on my Facebook and you guys can totally bust my chops on it. But, you know, 13 pounds, you know, you can see my stomach went down, my pants fit better. Yeah, I'll eat a salad for lunch. I'm sorry. And then dinners, you know, most people, a nice piece of meat, whatever you like, and a vegetable, you can ask for it. So I do fine eating out on the road because I think about it and I plan it out. So I know when I look at restaurants, I try to avoid going to McDonald's. I try to eat at a nicer restaurant where I can pick my meals a little bit more. And I try to stay away from my temps. Like if I go to a pizza place, it's really hard for me not to get pizza. But if I go to a Cafe Rio style place, I can get a salad. So kind of what I do. Like I said, the new customers, man, I think they're going to love it because of just how, for somebody that doesn't work out, the guy's always preaching that you can do it, which is so critical those first 3 weeks to get you into a program, buying in. And I'm going to tell you what, our test group has some of the fitter Beachbody coaches. So we've seen the Amy Silvermans of the world where she'll complain that she really hasn't lost a whole lot. She's got results. We've seen some of our other we got a lot of downline coaches actually from our whole team in there on it, and they've gotten results that are like, it may only be an inch, it may only be a couple of pounds in 21 days, but they didn't have a lot of weight to lose. You saw the guys in the program, you know, I'm 13 pounds. I was not the biggest guy. We had a guy lose 13 pounds the first week.
Whoa.
I mean, he's a big boy, and he could lose the weight, obviously. But at the same time, he did the work, and he put it in to get it done. And kudos to him. We've got probably 2 or 3 of us guys that are all in the – I put us at the two – you know, we're all the 230, 240 marks. We've all lost, you know, good weight. We've all had good results. We've all had we've actually done a lot of it with our wives. So the 2 or 3 of us have done it together, like – are married. We've done it together with our wives and enjoyed it like as a couples workout. And I'll tell you what, that was the biggest surprise to me because I was never one to work out with Lindsay. That's one of the reasons why I never worked out was because she'd have her stuff up and I'm like, I am not doing that. But she's loved it and kind of gotten in on board on that. So how many days does one need to prepare for the program? They didn't give us a whole lot of time. Really, if somebody gets in on this and reviews the program, it's not overly complicated. You're going to be able to explain a lot to them because of your knowledge of the container system from Beachbody. They're going to tell you, you need to eat X of each color each day. And they show you that, and they give you some different meal ideas. They give you some shake ideas. They give you some, you know, if you buy what's on the C plan, you get all that stuff. If they do what they did for us, you can get it on Saturday, go shopping on Sunday, prep it Sunday night, and have food starting Monday without, to me. But that's somebody that's committed and wanting to do it. If you got somebody that's kind of on the edge, him and Han guys, that can be that's a loaded question. They could buy the program and take them 6 months to go and hit play. It's not a complicated program. And I believe once you get into it that you start seeing the results, because we all saw week 1 results by doing this, you're hooked. Like the results happen quick. They say it's disdain for most of us that had the weight to lose. The skinny girls took them a little bit longer to see any results, but at the same time, they're still posting pictures in that group, showing off their 6-packs that are really forming now and doing that. So it's a really heavy core workout that even the people that don't think they need it will do really well with it and shred out pretty good. So what happens after the first 3 weeks? So we're kind of testing a couple of different things. They've shown us and kind of hinted that there's a few different things. There's going to be 3 weeks. You can do a 6-week. You can do a modified. You can do a hybrid. And I think they're going to show you guys all that stuff in the package once they get it. They really haven't disclosed that to us. Our program is we're coming back through it. We're doing we went back like a week then and did, so for us, we're redoing so we did weeks 1, 2, 3, and then now we're doing weeks 2, 3, 4, and we're doing a meal plan of 2, 2, 3. So weeks 2 is a good meal plan, more limited carbs. Week 3 is going to be kind of really limited. I don't think there really isn't too many yellows on that one, guys. But again, if you buy into it and you really think about this, it's a week. You do it, you're going to see some results after a week, and I'll challenge anybody. If I can do it for a week, anybody can do this for a week. And really the carbs, we don't know what they're going to do on the next weeks, how they do it. It's your meal plan. So if if you're in a hybrid and you don't want to do that, don't. I'm not going to advocate and say you can't do anything. But the meal plan to me was a real benefit to how Lindsay and I, kind of live. And to be honest with you, we played with carbs for a long time because for both of our bodies, and the things that we suffer with, they're not the best for us. Lindsay's had female issues and hard times with having kids and stuff, and it kind of all ties back to some carbs and what happens with your body and how her body handles them. So she's been playing with this for a long time, so she was really excited to see what happens. And for me, I just support her, so to me it wasn't a big deal to try it for a week. And to be honest with you, I do it again. I don't think there's, I'll be doing it again here next week without carbs, and I'm not too worried about that or getting, I think it'll probably help my body trim down a little bit more for the net, hopefully I'm not hitting my goal yet, but I'm hoping that after my goal at the end of this was 6 weeks was to be 215, which is what I played football at high school. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm down in the low 220. So I got a little bit left to go, but it's coming off and it's working really well. I told you about the hybrid. That's kind of what they've hinted at. I don't know what programs they're going to do to go along with it. So you'll have to wait and see. And that's all the questions I had from Leah, I think.
I have one more.
You asked about the food program too. The best part and the worst part. To me, the best part was, and I hope they give this to you guys, was knowing what to buy each week. To sit there and go onto a shopping list and know I need 4 bananas is, to me, that really made a difference. The worst part, you still got to prep. You still got to eat a lot of different things that you may not. Some of us do very well with that and follow directions. Some of us don't, right? I mean, let's be honest. Some people look at it. I will tell you, one of my dearest friends in the business, her husband and I are very tight. And he did the ultimate reset. And he would not eat solid foods the entire week because he hates eating a salad. So he would do everything and put it in a blender. At least look at me. And I'm going to tell you, if I told you her name, most of you would sit there and go, oh my God, I love her. And her husband and I like are really close friends. I'm like, dude, how'd you do the ultimate reset? All you do is eat Culver's. And he's like, I put it in the blender, Hal. If Beachbody tells me to drink this shake, I'm just going to make everything into a shake and like liquid diet it. I'm like, oh my God. But again, you're going to eat like there's so much food here. You may not finish all your containers. I have a hard time finishing all my containers on a C plan. I don't know how I could do it on a D plan, which was even more food to eat. Just because like it's a lot of food. I mean, if you really sit there and fill your salad cups up and eat all that salad that you're supposed to eat or vegetables every day, you're eating a lot of vegetables. So it's good. But that's probably the best and worst part. I mean, like I said, a lot of food, a lot of prep to keep it up, but it's good stuff.
I have another question for you. When you guys get the programs, do they mail you? You know, when we tested the program once years before, there was really a test group. It was like, oh, try this. They give you a DVD. Nowadays, since there's BOD, do you just access it on demand?
So, yes and no. It's all electronic.
Okay.
It's all
maybe not through BOD, but you have an app.
Right. It's not through BOD. They actually have a specific drop box that they use. Okay. You have access to the drop box to view the programs, work out with them, and all that kind of stuff.
I was just curious how that was being done.
Yeah, this is the first one that they didn't send out DVDs because Lindsay's always gotten the DVDs, and she's like, when are we getting these DVDs? Never got them. And they just gave us access. Here's your link. They mailed us. So we laughed because they mailed us you guys have seen the diamonds that they have us use, right? So you'll love those. What we did with all of ours, since Lindsay and I are kind of the same way, a lot of the test group, we're all writing inspirational things on ours. You know, stuff that you guys should be writing as you're doing these workouts that are just going to help you, slap that diamond when you're on, doing a workout or whatnot. Stuff to the line along the lines of, for Lee to sit there and write, I am a superstar coach, like that kind of stuff that you're like, you are, because you deserve it. Whether it be there's some guys did proverbs, people did other inspirational quotes, what they wanted out of this business for themselves, what they saw themselves at on this business. I mean, it's just incredible things to sit there and think about as you're working out to get that mental clarity. And this guy's great to push you through that and pull that out of you.
Awesome. Does anyone have another question for Hal? I know he probably drummed up some more thoughts from you guys.
I see there's some. Yeah, Dave McLean is one of the guys that definitely. So I will be honest, and that's all I can be for you guys. He is. I don't see him and Shaun T in the same realm. I love Shaun for who he is and how he works out, guys, and he's incredible. This guy is more trainer based. So you're think about like if you were to go buy a personal trainer at a gym, maybe even kind of a CrossFit guy that's like really into that old school. Here's how we're going to do this stuff. That is what Chris Downing is. So the workout styles, to me, Shaun, even insanity and whatnot, I don't want to say it's based to music or dance, but Shaun has a flow to him that is unlike any of our other trainers. He's awesome, but that's his thing. This guy's going to be more like, we're going to the gym. Think about this. You've probably seen some of the moves. Can you bear crawl? Because he's going to have you bear crawling in your living room, posing and doing stuff. Those are the types of moves. Shaun doesn't really do that kind of stuff and I'm trying to remember insanity because it's been way too long since I did a few of those workouts, but definitely more like, he's probably more Horton based, but totally different too. Still different, but that's kind of his thing. Weights is really up to you and what you're trying to do. Lindsay and I like standard weights. We have 3 sets of weights, 5s, 10s, and 20s that we've used for years. I've been using those because you're repping out and you're doing things. I'm not a huge heavyweight person, just because I haven't really done it for a long time. We also have Select Techs because you're going to be doing moves with the weights. I'm not a huge Select Tech person, but they'll work just fine for what you're doing, guys. Don't go crazy getting anything else. I know we talked about McLean. Yes, he's done incredible. I know he's lost a lot of weight, but he's really put the work in, guys. I give him the credit on that one. So carb cycling, how Chris does it is, you're basically taking away carbs each week. So without getting into the program and details, think about it like this. If week 1 you're allowed 6 yellows a day, week 2 you might be worth 3 yellows a day, week 3 you have 0 yellows a day. So you're going to slim them down. I don't have the exact program. I'm not going to tell you that, but that's, he does have you're stepping it in a direction to make a shift to help that shift shop. And that's what his cycling is. See, Jen, I hope I answered the thing. If you want to, you'll love him. If you look him up on YouTube, he's got some incredible videos, guys, to sit there and show what he's about. What attracted Carl to him is he was training his 1.5-year-old, 2-year-old son in the gym, and it was pretty cool. So do you think people are getting such great results because of the nutritional component, or are the workouts that much different than anything else? I actually think it's both. I think a lot of the nutrition plan is key. I mean, guys, 80% of weight loss is probably in our diets, if not more, right? Let's be honest. That's just the way it is. I think the program is a lot of fun and people are doing it. And for a lot of the guys and girls, if you're not following a program, you're not following nutrition guides, and you're not following a program exactly, you're when you're just doing, like, if you're just doing the challenge du jour or whatever you want to call it from Beachbody, you're doing a workout and that's great, but if you're not fully committed, you're not getting fully committed results. And I think the one thing about this test group is everybody has been fully committed to the test group. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's been like the best challenge group. I think there's like 200 some people in there. You put 200 Beachbody coaches who are all like, I will like everything on this wall. I will comment on everything on this wall, and I will do that's what it's like. So you have people that are just like, the support is crazy, the love that goes on is crazy, and everybody and that's what's great. And that's what they want us to do in our challenge groups, like to show that stuff. And you are going to be that. You guys are those people. You get them into the challenge group, you get a good group of people going, love on them, show them what's possible, hold them accountable. I mean, Chris does a video every Sunday night. He goes live in the test group, which is unheard of, because I know from other trainers, they don't get in those test groups that much. You sit there and see him every morning give us about a minute video of, guys, this is going to be amazing. This is your day. Here's your day, and get you pumped for the day to go. I mean, you can't, like I said, as far as where his heart is, it's in the right spot, man. He is going to be a big game changer for people getting started off the fence. Because like I said, I think the workouts are those 25-minute workouts. I've done T25. And the whole time I'm falling on my face trying to keep up with Sean, wishing Tanya would slow her roll down a whole lot because I can't modify that quick. And and it frustrated the heck out of me. So I'd get frustrated and I would just stop. Like, all right, I'm done. This isn't fun. With Chris's workouts, they were simple. The movements were easy to do. They reminded me of my high school days. In 25 minutes, first week went by like nothing. The second week, like, I can do 35. It's only 10 extra minutes. All right. So we did a lot of that stuff. So I do think you're going to have good workouts. I think it's probably more, I think like for beginner programs, it's kind of that 10-minute trainer mentality a little bit, guys. Like, hey, can you do this little bit? All right, let's do a little bit more. All right, let's do a little bit more. And they change enough that keep you interested. So
did you have to modify it in the beginning, or no? Were you like balls to the walls in the beginning?
I still modify. I mean, it's
hard stuff.
So like, even when I can do like some of the movements I can do just fine. Some of the movements I do just fine for the first, I can get a few reps in, and then it's like, all right, you're modifying. And Chris will tell you the whole time throughout the whole program, guys, that's okay. And that's what people need to hear. There's no judgment. It's okay to modify. And the fact is me as a modifier person, kicked the entire time, got great results. You don't have to sit there and be perfect. I mean, we've got in the challenge group, when you want to talk about inspiration on how easy these workouts are, we've got, and she's a friend of ours. We've known her for a little bit. Is everybody know Tulin? So you've got Tulin that does the workouts, and Tulin's husband has MS. Tulin's husband videotapes and does the workouts. Okay, and I mean he's not so, I don't want to say severe, but like you can tell like he can't run. He's got mobility issues. He's doing this. He is the first one to say if he can do it, anybody can do it. So
cool. Last question. Is there the modifiers? Do they have them using bands? I know in some of the programs.
Weights. They use weights. So like think about like if you need to start with no weights, Chris will tell you start with no weights. He'll sit there and tell you to do 5-pounders if you need to do 5-pounders. A lot of the movements with the weights, guys, you know, it's mainly just like a resistance thing when you're squatting or you're doing a lunge or you're doing arm workouts like curls and stuff. Don't think about it like there's really nothing there, you know, that bad. So I'll do one more, Cassie. No, we did not have a posting schedule. When you put 250 Beachbody coaches into a group, we all posted like crazy, and we all just kind of shared and did what we could when we wanted to. When you're going to get traction.
Cassie's going to ask you a live question. Hold on, go ahead.
Can I just clarify it? Like,
sure.
I follow a lot of you guys as you're posting about your transformation, and it seemed like everyone was posting like the same things. Like week 1, you post, you know, maybe a selfie of you doing it, and then you guys are posting about your food, maybe like around the end of week 1, and then week 2 you went live or did a video. Were you guys asked to do a specific posting? Okay, all right.
We all did. So what we kind of did, how our stuff looked and how we kind of felt like it was. So week 1, you have to. So to be in a test group, they ask you to take pictures and post forms to start with, and a selfie. So then, as we were getting results, so at the end of week 1, you saw a lot of people getting results, and they jumped on the fact that I can market this because that's how we think about a lot of stuff. So here's my before. Here's 1 week results. Here's 2 week results. Here's like our midweek, you know, our mid of week 2 results. Like we shared as we were seeing results and as we were looking at it. The group itself, we post. You know, we have to report the beginning, a middle report, and an end. That's all that they require from us. So, which is a lot of pictures and it's a lot of weights and it's a lot of like certifying everything and telling them what we've done. We're coaches, guys. So we sat there and put them together and like, hey, look at what we can do. Look at what I did. And the fact is we want to share with all of you guys because everybody that's done this program. So if this is any indication, you have, let's just say 200 Beachbody coaches that are in this test group. Out of those 200, I will venture to say almost all 200 are in it for the next 3 weeks with us. Like nobody's dropping off. We have the elite 10 that there's a couple of them in the group. They've asked that they can stay in it so they can do it when they're back from Italy. So there's, you know, this is something that I think everybody you're going to talk to that's done this is going to tell you how awesome the program is, how much fun they had doing it, what an inspiration Chris is. And he'll be the first to humbly tell you, it's not him, it's all of us. And it is a network of love that is going to change everything. But he is definitely in there for, you know, he's there to help us. So
awesome. Thank you so much, Hal. I really appreciate you taking time. This is your evening time with your kids, so I'm going to let you go. It's rare to have you home.
No, actually, my old nanny came by, so she's hanging out with the kids. My sister-in-law, she wanted to come see them. So I'm good. If you guys need anything else, let me know if there's any more questions. Otherwise, if you guys are...
Any questions, anyone else? No typing, no? Okay. Awesome.
So thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. And I really hope you guys, you know, I hope you guys like Chris as much as I'd have. He's really humble human being and really, like I said, think about it as the Les Brown of fitness. Just he's gonna bring that to you guys in your workouts, which even though I love some of those other guys, I used to say Tony was my guy. And he does it more than Tony. So thing on you. So that's all I got. If you guys need anything, drop me a line. Obviously, I know we're all cousin coaches here, so if you look me up on Facebook, send me a notice. I try to reply. So, like, if you have a specific question, go ahead and ask. Lee knows how to get a hold of me too, and I'm in Arizona with us. So,
I heard. Okay, thank you so much. I have people popping in.
I see that. That's usually me.
Yeah. So they're going to get edible ingredients to make edible slime. I should stay in for 5 more minutes. I don't have to go with. But okay. Thanks everyone so much for tonight, Hal. Thank you.
For edible slime.
Thanks, Molly. Okay. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Good night. Thanks, guys.
Again, Hal.